gonna break, I'm gonna shake, I'm gonna break these walls all down. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, I can't do it anymore. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, I'm gonna break all these walls down. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, I can't do it anymore. It's time to live the life I want and not look back. It's time to laugh, it's time to go anywhere I want. It's time to tend to the garden of life. It's time to hug all the ones that I love. It's time to leave the past where it belongs. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, all these walls come down. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, 'cause I'm not doing it anymore. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, I'm gonna break these walls all down. I'm gonna break, I'm gonna shake, because I'm not that one anymore. Just a little intuitive channeled song, I suppose. One that I just made right up on the spot. And it seems like an energy that a lot of the collective is moving through right now. I cannot tell you the immense amount of spiritually minded overload that I have been receiving in my feed for a while now. A whole lot of readings, a whole lot of insights, a whole lot of memes, all speaking on advice, yet drowning my own out, drowning my own voice, making me overthink actions and paths that I've chosen to take based from intuitive guidance on behalf of my own and also behalf of those whom I have chosen to watch and invest time and energy into. But lately I've been receiving messages that are just so absolutely confusing and so paradoxical. And so what I wanted to do is I wanted to come forward and offer some new bit of guidance. Not for me though. I'm only a mere reflection and a part of you coming to yourself in this moment. This is guidance to yourself, from yourself. And that is by me asking you, what is it that you are feeling intuitively? What do you feel like is going on in your life? Disregarding all the posts and the videos and the readings and the memes and the spiritualistic vices online scattered across the platforms, tuning into your own self. What do you feel? Just close your eyes and tune into your own self. Remember what that's like. Remember how easily accessible that is. In a world where we seemingly are having such a hard time just putting down the technology and the phone when we are needing connection, real life connection the most. I understand that there are real connections that are bonded through time, space, and distance, and there's friends that you make online and you want to stay in contact and everything. But the friends that you maybe are sacrificing contact with in the meantime are the friends of the animals and the trees and all of the elementals, sitting by the rivers, going on a hike, going camping, simply just being under the sunshine outdoors. By constantly just submitting your soul into this contract, this unspoken, manipulative, convenient contract. I don't think I can do it anymore. In many ways, I can't do it anymore. And the song that came to me when I first started this video, it speaks of that. I feel in my own life that I'm at a real pivotal point where I literally just give up everything. Because there's no... It already feels like I hardly have an attachment to anything. I released so much of my material belongings already. I mean, look, if you've been following my channel for a while, I'm in yet another different environment. This last go around, I traveled on a plane and had 2 duffel bags and a backpack. Leaving even crystals and spiritual tools and my singing bowls and my altar that I would never go without. I've released all that. Right now, I'm in a pivotal point of releasing so much more. And that feels like it's never going to end as long as I'm living. And I believe that's what I signed up for. I believe that's what we all sign up for. And there's such a lesson in all of that. There's a lesson of being tapped into this infinite abyss of everythingness through experiencing nothingness. But at the same time, I've done that for so long already. Why do you think my voice, simply my voice, reflecting my personality that I have built up to this moment now, why do you think that has translated in a monotone way? I wonder if you've ever heard my voice and you've wondered why it's so calm or grounded or whatever else. I'm just speaking amongst the things I've been told about my own voice, how it makes other people feel, and how sometimes my voice puts people to sleep, like I should do audiobooks and stuff. For a long time, it's been monotone, and trust me, it wasn't always like this. It started when I threw the ego into the fire, and I had a conscious awakening, realizing what's really important in life. And I thought that was sacrificing the self to totally serve others. So I threw in my own personality. I threw things into the fire that I maybe even cared about. I've experienced a lot of loss. I've experienced a lot of change. I've experienced a lot of lessons, and I have attained much wisdom. But you don't see me going around boasting it. I'm certainly not on this platform to preach, or to tell you that what I'm saying to you is better than wherever else you will ever hear it. I'm simply just here. Perhaps because I want to be here. And this has become a virtual journal of sorts. And this is the only thing that keeps me from switching to a flip phone, because I like my camera on this phone, and I like how easily accessible it is to upload the video. If I do switch to a flip phone from here, I have to get a camera and then have to transfer it to whatever computer I would have. What I'm sensing is that there's kind of a lot of irrelevant overthinking going on that isn't allowing the present moment to fully be here, and essentially allowing the heart to be open and the mind to be clear and peaceful. And this is just a reflection of what comes from having an overloaded system. Do your thoughts make sense to you? Do you even know what you're listening to in your own mind? Or is it just feeling like static? Or is it feeling just like, is it draining your body of energy? Do you feel like your vitality or your life force energy is being charged in any way, even when you sleep, like it maybe usually would? Well, I have a little bit of bags under my eyes for a reason, and that's because, well, multiple reasons. Not only because it's been humid and hot here, and I've been up north for a while, so my body isn't quite used to it yet, I don't think. But it's because there's a lot of shadow work I don't know where to begin to do. And that's the truth. I can easily say that I am facing spiritual attack as I sleep. But I'm choosing to look at it in a more productive way. And that is onto myself and my own triggers and what I am allowing. I'm allowing the temptation and the seduction to drain my energy by, in quote, being spiritually attacked as I sleep. It's a very real thing. And if you let your guard down in perhaps a not too favorable environment, especially around family, then you're more susceptible to have your energy drained in such a way. And yet again, my life is about to change, and I can't tell you whether that's going to be positive or detrimental. All I know is that it feels like all parts of my life right now are tossed up into the air like a salad, and who knows if all that salad is going to be able to be caught in that bowl once it comes back down. I am tired, and I am being very authentic and truthful and vulnerable right now because I am tired. I have gone through so many life changes, and I think what makes me the most tired with this one is the fact that I consciously chose to kick out the crutches that I personally was using in my own life. My fight or flight crutches. They're gone. And once this change occurs, I have no idea, but it's been stressing me out. I'm not going to speak on it, but I'm tired. I'm so tired, in fact, that it may result into me completely hermiting. And to those who have been with me personally in my journey, they may see me as I've gone completely fucking wild, just off my rocker, totally different, changing in some way. I don't know what that's gonna look like, and frankly, I don't care what other people think. And that sometimes can be scary, because being in that detached state could result in something pretty real. And you know, sometimes when a person is feeling suicidal, they may know that people are there to love and support and care about them. But the person that is feeling such a way maybe feels that having to have that person offering support, is more of a burden than it would be if there just wasn't another thing they would have to worry about or keep track of. I've never said that out loud, but as much interpersonal spiritual development that I've done on my path thus far, I know I'm not going to a bad place, and I don't really believe in that anyways, because I know I'm a good person. But do I feel like this world is ready for that? Not necessarily. I feel like I'm suffering more than I am thriving, and I feel like it's perhaps about to get a lot more something. I'm mostly careful with my words because I know my words manifest, and I journal. I have filled up 8 journals. So do not tell me I need to journal my feelings. I journal my feelings all the time. And I talk to divine guidance. I talk to my intuition. I receive intuition and guidance all the time. Sometimes it is just so overloading. And sometimes it feels like such a misalignment to where I'm at presently and with what I'm dealing with presently, to where it feels almost impossible to get to that next timeline. I've shifted so many timelines. I just want to break through. I want to break through. So I've been really having the concern of only showing up on this platform to my YouTube when I'm sharing from an authentic, whole place. But honestly, that just feels like trying to only show up when I deem myself perfect enough to promote my presence here. And that's exactly what's been wrong with the world for a long time. We haven't exactly been feeling safe or comfortable enough with each other to show up authentically and real and raw, just as we are in any state. Hopeless and hopeful. Dim and illuminated. And I hope by me doing this allows you the comfort and the safety and the closeness to know that you're not alone in it, and you are also able to show up authentically just where you are right now. You can admit that you're having a hard time. You can admit that you may be really struggling. You can admit that you may be feeling like you're slowly dying or having the life sucked out of you. Or you can admit that you're really happy with your life. You feel like everything's perfect and you're happy where you are and who you are and what you're doing. You can show up as you are. That's what the world really needs. And I feel like that would just help a lot of people who feel suicidal to know that they have a belonging in a world that isn't as perfect as it always portrays. The Barbie ball dot the Barbie doll box figures, the perfect lifestyles and white picket fence ideals of the past. The golden freedom ticket of America. It's all such a sham and a lie. And I'm so over trying to live within any other story beside my own. What's happening is my imagination is awakening. And I feel like being a Mad Hatter more than I do the fucking people trying to have their perfect tea party above ground. I feel like having my tea party with a bunch of crazy, wacky fucking animals and the Queen of Hearts. My own Queen of Hearts in here. And be a perfect little pair, perfect little imperfect pair. Because I know I have so much going for me. And I know I'm on the precipice of a breakthrough. But that doesn't mean that the breakthrough is incredibly exhausting and feels like suffering and breaking down. I'm no longer willing to sacrifice myself for others that wouldn't do the same for me. And I think it's about time you follow that advice as well, if you have been doing that. Because you're robbing and stealing from your own life experience. And how does that make sense? Did you come here to do that? Maybe up to this point when you realize what you're doing. But now that you realize what you're doing, it's on you if you choose to continue consciously going forward doing that. But I feel exalted in my efforts, providing my life unto others that have just completely sucked me dry and have not reciprocated or offered any fulfillment back. Only take. Especially the more I give from unconditional love. As much as unconditional love is free and from an infinite source, that doesn't mean it's free if you're not doing what you are needing to do to refill yourself back up, to recharge, to rejuvenate, to self-love, to self-soothe, to heal yourself. So let that be the message. I don't know what to title this, but that will probably be the title. So, I love you all. Thank you for... Excuse me, I have hiccups. Thank you all for your love and support and allowing me to feel safe enough and loved enough on this platform to come forward and share this truth that's present right now. It's very raw and I don't know what's gonna come from it on the other side of this. I mean, take what resonates with you and leave what doesn't. I know what's coming in for me after this. And that is a long, deep sleep. So, until next time, take care.